That's it. The next step, one step we done, that is the trial method. First step we done. Next is the long division. Second step is the long. I'll write it shortly. You need not to write these steps. Long division. How to do the long division? The polynomial what is given? The polynomial is x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. What's the polynomial given at the question? So I'm writing out it. It should be divided by, what's the factor just now we got? That is x minus 1. This is called as a long division. How to do the long division? If you do not know, please watch carefully. How to do the long division? Let me take this as a rough part. Okay, let me take it as a rough part. Now what is the first term here in the polynomial? That is x cube. Let me write over here x cube divided by, what the first term here? It is x. What I'm doing is nothing but, when I multiplied with something to x, I must get x cube. When I multiply to x with something, I must get x cube. What is that number? I'm checking out. That's it. X cube by x. You know x cube is nothing but x into x into x. The whole divided by 1x. X and x get cancelled. So definitely x into x is the x square. This is what we need here to write at the top. That is x square. Now what the x square we got here? We should multiply x minus 1 to that, right? X square into x cube, because it has got the power 1, 2 plus 1, 3. X square into minus 1, that is x square. Let us write x cube minus x square here. X cube minus x square. As soon as we written here, we are going to change the sign of the second terms, the below terms. If it is a plus, it goes the minus. The whole term you have to change. If it is a minus, it will turn into plus. Now plus x cube and minus x cube get cancelled. Minus 2x square. Once we have changed the sign, we are not going to consider the old sign. Remember, once we have changed the sign, we are not going to consider the old sign. Old sign, we are just forgetting it. Forget it. So now plus minus 2x square plus x square. Since it's the opposite sign, we have to subtract minus 2x and 1x. That is a 1x square, or directly x square I can write. And the greater number sign we have to write always. Now this is the 1 is the plus, and this is the 2. 2 has got the greater number, and it says the sign minus. Now bring out the minus x down. Bring out the minus x down. Now next step, as we done earlier, what is the first term here now? It is minus 1x square. It is minus 1x square. What is the first term of this? Is x. It remains same everywhere, all throughout. So x. Now x square is nothing but x into x. So 1x get cancelled. The remaining is the 1x, but what? It is of negative x. It is of negative x. To this negative x, as we have done earlier, x minus 1 we have to multiply. Multiply x minus 1. Okay. Minus x into x, that is minus of x square. X into 1, that is x, minus into minus, that is plus x, right? Now how to write this? Minus, I'm sorry, I have not written this minus x. I must write here, minus x I must write here. Now when I multiply this to this, x into x, the same thing will get, that is minus x square plus x will get. As we done now, just now. After we write down the below terms, we must change the sign. Next step is the change the sign. If it's the minus plus, this plus will change into minus. Minus 1x square plus 1x square get cancelled. Each step we carry out, the first term should keep on cancelling. At the end, the whole term get cancelled, whether it's the two terms or the three terms get cancelled. Minus x, minus 1x, minus 1x. Since the signs are same, we are going to add, that is 2x. The sign is the same, minus 2x. One more is remaining over here, that is plus 2. Bring it down. Again the same step. What is the first number? That is, these are the rough part we are working out, minus 2x, the whole divided by x I z. Okay, all right. X and x get cancelled, the minus 2 remains. The minus 2 I must write here. Okay, now the minus 2 must be multiplied with the x minus 1. X minus 1. Minus 2 into x, minus 2x. Minus into minus plus, 2 ones are 2. Minus 2x plus 2. After this, we have to change the sign. If it is the minus, turn into plus. Plus if it is a, change into minus. Minus 2x plus 2x get cancelled. The plus 2 and the minus 2 get cancelled. 0. Until we get 0, we have to keep on proceeding this method. Now we got x square minus x minus 2 as the quotient. What is the third step? Trial method we have done. We got the factor. With that factor, we have done long division, second method. Now middle splitting. It's a quadratic equation, x square minus x minus 2. The splitting of the middle term we done yesterday. So take it, x square minus x minus 2. What we done the first step? Extreme term should be multiplied. 2 into x, that is minus, let me do the rough part itself here. It's a rough part. Minus 2x square. I have multiplied the extreme terms. 2 into x square, that is minus 2x square. Now split into 1 into 2. 1 into 2s are 2, or 2 into 1s are 2. It's the same. So we don't have any option that when we add up, we must get minus 1x. What should we get? We should get minus x or minus 1x. What are the numbers? 1 and 2 only we have the options. We do not have any other multiples. So that itself is the option. Now we must get 1 into 2s are 2. Okay, x into x, x square. But we must get minus. Suppose if I put the minus over here, what happens? 2 plus 2x minus 1x will be remain 1x, but the greater number sign is plus, but we don't want the plus, we need the minus here. So I must sign minus as a for the 2x, and this is the plus. Okay, this is the, if I do not write 1 also not a problem. So now as we done yesterday, the first term and the last term we are going to write the same, x square, okay, minus 2, first and the last term along with the sign I have written. Instead of minus x, I am going to split it as a plus 1x and minus 2x. Plus 1x minus 2x. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. Make a pair. This is a 2 and this 2, friends. Now what is the common? X square and x. That is, x is the common. When I take out of x square, x will remain plus 1. Now minus 2x and minus 2, 2 and 2. That is, minus 2 is the common. Minus 2 ones are minus into minus plus. X will remain 1x. If you knew it, you can write as a 1x. Right? Now minus into minus, that is plus, x plus 1. Look at inside the bracket. We got x plus 1, x plus 1, same. Write it one time, x plus 1, and the rest is a x minus 2. So this is what our answer. I said since it is a cubic polynomial, we must get 3 factors. One factor is this self we have written here by trial method, x minus 1, comma, one factor, one more factor is the last, we got what, x plus 1 and x minus 2 are factors of cubic polynomial of x cube minus 2x square minus x plus Before I conclude, go for once again, since it's a cubic polynomial, we have to follow three methods. The first is the trial method. Look at the constant term. What's the constant term? If it is a 2 plus 2, we have only one option. Two options, 1 and 2. Only one option, sorry. If it is a, I repeat, suppose the constant term comes minus 5 or the minus 6. Minus 5, it has got plus or minus 1, plus or minus 5 are the factors, because plus 1, minus 1, plus 5, minus 5. These all we have to do in a trial method. If the plus 1 you are not getting 0, you have to try with the minus 1. If your minus 1 also you are not getting a 0 factor, then you try with the plus 5. Minus 6, what are the factors? Minus 1, plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3, plus or minus 6. Okay, so these are the factors. Now trial method we have done, we must get 0. If we get the 0, if we have taken 1, we must consider as a x minus 1, because x is equal to 1. When moves the other side, the plus 1 will change into minus 1 is a factor of p of x. Then do the long division. After the long division, what the quotient you get? It's a quadratic polynomial. Using middle splitting, we have to do the, this is the third step. Using middle splitting, we are finding out the factor of this quadratic polynomial. So we'll be getting 3 factors for the cubic polynomial. Thank you.